Hello everybody, this is toysareruss, and for this third-party figure showcase and review, we're going to be looking at PS22 Ventus air support, which I'm sure you can tell, guys, is a third-party masterpiece scale version of Generation 1 Protector Bot blades. So in this video, we're going to have a quick look at him in both of his modes, help you decide how you want to display him. We're going to compare him with his Generation 1 original self, both modes and combined. I've got their take of a groove as well. We can have a quick look at that with him, and of course some other figures to give you some idea of sense and scale. So let's just start to move all of these out of the way, and as I do this, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel that I'd hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. And also to thank Show Z, because that's where this came from, and as you can see, they got it to me quickly and safely. So this is the third, I think they're referred to as Ocular Max figures, that I've actually reviewed. These are all pretty much completely new to me. It does come packaged in this box. As I say, you can definitely tell that it is, of course, blades, and they are the protector bots there on the side. Now, unfortunately, I haven't got access to Hotspot at the moment, but I will be getting him back ready to do the full combined video, hopefully pretty soon, to be fair. They are super cheeky with these, I suppose, third-party figures. Now, this one even comes with a tech spec decoder. If you want to read his bio, you can pause that and read that now. It also comes, as I say, with a collector's card, which again is basically a rip-off of what Takara used to do with their normal Generation 1 Transformer figures. And the instructions, to be fair, they're pretty complicated. It is quite an involved transformation process. I'm going to do my best to get a tutorial uploaded for you very soon as well. Now, he does come packaged in his robot mode. He does have an additional 2 heads, which are normally up there. He's got some weapons and accessories I'm going to show you in a second, but he also comes with, and I can't find any note of anything anywhere, an additional 3 faceplates. I meant faceplates, not heads, obviously, and I can't find any information on that, in honesty. Right, let me just have a quick look at the robot mode and readjust the camera then. Sorry, alternate mode. So there we go, down where we can see it now. And this, to be honest, it seems quite a good and sturdy figure now, even though, you know, with some masterpiece figures you do tend to get some metal parts in it, die cast. Now, I can't find or feel any to the touch as of yet. It does feel quite heavy in the midsection, but that's because there's quite a lot going on in there. The rotor blades are fantastic. They, of course, spin around no problem. I think that this is just painted. Oh no, it is. It's translucent, but very dark, only in these bits. You can just about make something out there. The wheels are all individually pinned. They don't go around too well, to be honest. These you can adjust. The back propellers as well, you can of course adjust, and you can turn this. That is mainly for transformation, but yes, you can turn this to the side. This one doesn't rotate or spin as well, shall we say. This is also, I don't know if I've got enough or anything here which I can spudge it out of. Let me see if I can just grab this mini little screwdriver of mine. This is also the connector for the combined mode, which I said when I get Hotspot back, I'll be showing you that in quite a bit more detail. So that is that there, but also what we've got here, have I just ruined that now? Probably no, in my look. Oh, there we go, that's it. And you can also attach this blaster in here, but you pretty much need to do it whilst you're doing the transformation process. It's, again, all of this would be undone and you would attach it in like so. So it would fit through that gap and come out on the bottom. Now, I've got to work out where these are going to attach, to be honest, because I can't see anything anywhere unless these fold up. I'm thinking these do. There we go. It must be the case that they fold up like that. It's got to be more than that. Let's have a quick look, unless I'm getting something completely wrong. More than likely it probably isn't, knowing me. Yeah, there you go. That's going to go there. That's going to go on the side like so. The problem that I have with these, and I say these, is a lot of the third-party figures, is it doesn't show you a lot of the stuff in the instructions. A lot of it is, you've got to work it out, which in some cases can be quite fun, I suppose. But when you're trying to do a video review like myself, who holds his hands up and admits that, you know, third party is not my forte, it would be great. I'm just going to double check that just to make sure that I'm not making stuff up. So that is the combined mode, but you can see here when you've got it in robot mode, oh no, sorry, that's the combined mode. It doesn't show you how to change the face plates or anything. You've just got how to transform him. It doesn't say how the weapons attach in the alternate mode, to my knowledge, unless I'm completely wrong. But basically what I'm trying to say is exactly that. You know, there's not enough in these, to be honest. No, there you go. There's the alternate mode, and as you can see, no instructions of where to put the accessories, but there you go. At least you now know with this. You fold that out, there's them there. That now of course makes this a fantastic homage to the Generation 1 original, and that gives you an idea, I suppose, of just how much bigger this is. It is massive compared to it. Now I've just got a pretty couple of Old Faithful figures here, to be honest. This is just of course a mainline Voyager, which of course is big. The Seekers are big figures. This is much bigger though, as you can see. And then I think, yeah, funnily enough, even though again completely different toy lines, this is just to, I suppose, give you an idea of scale of how big it is. That of course is a Bumblebee movie Shockwave. To be honest, with the alternate mode, it's interesting because it is a helicopter, and you don't really tend to get many helicopters. But to be honest, there isn't really much more to say about it. It would, as I say, have this attached to the bottom as well. But I'd be interested to find out who is going to be displaying this in the alternate mode. Let me know in the comments if you will be. I think that's all there is to say about this particular one. Maybe just a couple of quick ones of these, but not too many, because as I say, it's a totally different toy scale and size. But there you go. What I was going to say is that's pretty much enough for the alternate mode. Let's come right back and have a look at him in the robot mode. Okay, we're back, and he's in. Here's what I would personally describe as a more impressive looking mode. I think it looks really good, to be honest, and again, absolutely no doubt that that is of course a Generation 1 upscaled and much more detailed Blades figure. There we go. So you can see them there just for a bit of fun. We'll spin it to the side, etc. Still got quite a bit of kibble here on the back, but again, I give all figures, no matter who makes them, a get out of jail or a free pass if you can't see it all from the front. That's what I say to them all, because at the end of the day, that's to me what matters. Other people will argue, and I'm absolutely fine with that, but for me, if I can't see it at the front, then I'm not too fussed. Right, let's bring in this a bit closer, and let's have a look at the head sculpt. So let's spin this all the way around. Lovely bit of detail on that there. Now you can, it takes a bit of movement. Now what I've found that I've had to do is, because of how tight this is on here, that's how you change the faceplate. So you would just literally pull that off, and then you would attach a different one. Now I'm not really into that, to be honest. It's something that I think Takara Masterpiece started ages ago, and once again, third party have just ran with it. There's 2 blue faceplates and 3 brown ones, so there's a choice, huge choice for you if that's exactly what you want to do. Now the arms will give you the full T to the side, no issues with there whatsoever. They will spin all the way around. I will say unrestricted, but obviously you can see you do have to turn that to the side. There is a shoulder swivel, and there is ratchets in the biceps, which you can hear there, which is pretty good. The fingers are articulated. No, they're not. They're just at the back, so you haven't got all these little articulation points just at the back. Now I'm pretty, is there going to be? Yes, there is. That's what you'd expect with a Masterpiece figure. There is a genuine ab crunch. There is also a completely, yep, unrestricted waist swivel. This is obviously going to be the hip skirt, which means that you can kick the legs. If I lift that up, can I come even higher? Let's have a look. This is really stiff. I always again get a little trepidation with these, because I don't want to break them, because they're always quite expensive. Yes, you can kick up to the point of the splits. You can go again, if you just dodge the rotor blades, back to get the point of the splits, out to the side again on a bit of a ratchet. Thigh, is there a swivel? I'm sure that there was a swivel here. There you go. I just needed pulling down a little bit more. That was from the transformation. So yes, there is a thigh swivel, there is a knee bend, there is an toe tilt, ankle tilt. Yeah, all of this is moving, which you can see there. So yes, fully articulate. It's got a slightly different way of holding onto the accessory, which it's still pretty much like the industry standard Masterpiece connector. That's going to fit. Oh, let me move the thumb out of the way. Typically the thumb's going to get caught on there. Huge ball and socket joint there. Let's move the fingers, and let's hope, in fact, am I going to have to go around? Yes, that's what I'm going to have to go. The thumb's going to have to go down, and then the fingers can grip around it. But to be honest, it makes no difference if the fingers are gripping around it, because it holds in place. Anyway, now this I've had a look at. This is much easier to go this way around, like so. So with this, you've got that little tab there. That's going to fit on the top. So I suppose, to be honest, if you wanted, no, you can't at all. What we're talking about, you can have that there, and that's the only way that you're going to be able to attach that. Again, just looks really good, to be honest. It is a real good size. It is as tall as Commander class Optimus Prime. Let me just grab some of them. In fact, oh no, that's not Masterpiece. Let me grab, this one's a Masterpiece. That's a Takara Soundwave. So it's not as big as the Takara ones, which means that he won't be anywhere near as big as MP44 either. MP44 obviously is quite a big Masterpiece sort of scale figure. Let's have a look. Can we even see him at the top there? Not really. So it's on the slightly smaller end of the scale of your Masterpiece figures. Perhaps not as small as, no, Crosscut, but that sort of gives you an idea of how big he is compared to mainline ones. But again, there's so many different companies out there that do make the Masterpiece figures, which reminds me I need to go back and show you him next to Groove in alternate mode. I will do that, and I'll add that at the end, funnily enough. Right, articulation, as I say, as you'd expect, full everything. The thumb again will move to the side. Let me bring in Defensor. So again, G1 collectors, he's nearly as tall as Defensor, but this is where I'm pretty sure, I wonder, because everybody loves a good repaint, I wonder if they do a Guard City repaint of their Defensor as well, because I think it's a big enough character now. I think people know enough about the Japanese lore to be able to bring one in, and I'm sure that it would still sell well. Same with the G2 Bruticus, you know, the company's making them, and the Battle Gaia, etc. There is a Age of the Primes slingshot, and then just very, very quickly, hopefully he doesn't fall apart, because let's be honest, the Combiner Wars figures weren't the most stable. So it's nowhere near as big as that. But again, the full combine mode for this guy is going to be absolutely huge, and I can't wait to do it, to be honest. As I say, it does look very intriguing, and as I say, as soon as I get Hotspot back, I'll start to get the combine mode ready, and then I'll be able to just wait for Streetwise, and once Streetwise done, we'll be able to do a full combining mode. But I'm just going to end this little quick section. Don't forget just to wait a few more seconds. Let's do a quick comparison again with Groove in the alternate mode. Right then, very quickly, because I did miss it out, there is Blades, and then here is Groove. So once again, you've got the age-old problem of trying to get these to scale effectively enough. Obviously, a police bike is not going to be bigger than a helicopter, but in this particular case, it near enough is. But I did just want to add that in, and as I say, I'm pretty sure, I don't know anybody who's going to be too fussed with that. It's all about the combined mode, and we'll be doing that, as I say, in a separate video. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think of him in the comments. Take care.